Welcome to this explainer. Look, if you're tuning in right now, chances are you're feeling a little stuck. And we are going to dive straight into exactly why your job hunt in Qatar might be hitting a massive, frustrating brick wall. We're breaking down the absolute latest intelligence on Qatar's 2026 job market. And spoiler alert, the rules of the game have entirely changed. Seriously, does this sound like you? You're sending out hundreds of resumes and you're getting absolutely zero replies. It's a completely soul-crushing experience, right? You polish up that CV, attach it to email after email, hit send, and just crickets. If this is your current strategy, you need to stop doing it immediately. You're honestly just wasting your valuable time and energy. And here's the brutal but necessary truth as to why. Your blueprint has completely expired. What worked 3 years ago, or honestly even last year, is officially obsolete. So today, we are uncovering the reality of what it actually takes to get hired in Doha this year. We're tossing out that old playbook, and we're going to write the new one together. Okay, so here's our roadmap for today. We'll start by looking at the 2026 paradigm shift, then move right into why the generalist is dead. After that, we'll explore the skills-based economy, uncover the hidden job market, and finally warn you about the AI cover letter trap. Let's get right into it. All right, starting with Section 1, the 2026 paradigm shift. We really have to begin by understanding the macro-level transformation that's altering the entire landscape. The days of just hiring mass general workers, those are completely gone. Qatar is radically changing how they recruit, who they actually hire, and what they pay. And this massive pivot is all being driven by the newest national development strategy. It's a whole new ballgame. Which brings us to Section 2. The generalist is dead. This fundamentally changes the very first thing an employer sees, your resume. Now, to understand why the generalist is totally dead, we have to meet the new gatekeepers, which are applicant tracking systems, or ATS. These are advanced AI software programs that scan and filter resumes before a human ever even glances at them. Qatari companies have widely adopted these digital bouncers, and let me tell you, they ruthlessly filter out generic resumes in seconds. Basically, if you aren't optimized for the AI, a human being will literally never know you applied. Think about it. In the past, you could apply for a storekeeper, a driver, and an assistant role using the exact same CV, just throwing everything at the wall to see what sticks. But today, no way. If you have a finance background, your resume must exclusively scream finance expert. You absolutely must be a laser-focused specialist. It all boils down to this one crucial point. If your CV tries to say you can do everything, the AI just thinks you're an expert at nothing. The programming is actively looking for density of expertise, not breadth. Claiming you can do it all signals a lack of depth to the machine, and the AI will reject you instantly. Let's keep moving to Section 3, the skills-based economy. Let's see how this ties in to the complete devaluation of the generic degree. So the old standard used to be just relying on a generic degree or a diploma to get your foot in the door. But the new standard? It strictly demands demonstrating specific, verifiable value and operational skills. Stacked up against thousands of global applicants, having a generic degree just isn't enough anymore to stand out. Companies demand verifiable value on day one. So what exactly are they looking for right now? Well, employers are actively hunting for professionals who are proficient in modern software and international frameworks. They are specifically prioritizing hard skills, like advanced ERP systems, logistics tracking, data analysis, and modern digital management tools. They want to know for sure that you can sit down at a computer and immediately operate their systems. Before you hit submit on another application, you've got to ask yourself this exact question. What specialized software or skill do you bring to this company that solves an immediate problem? Once you figure out that answer, you need to put those specific tools at the very top of your resume. Put them front and center, where the AI, and eventually the human recruiter, can immediately see your true value. Okay, moving right along to Section 4, the hidden job market. This exposes the reality of where the best roles are actually hiding. You have to stop relying entirely on public job portals and just blindly clicking Easy Apply. Look, I know it feels super productive to apply to 50 jobs in an hour, but it's a trap. The most high-paying, secure roles in Doha are filled way before they ever go public online. By the time a job is posted on one of those massive public boards, honestly, you're already too late. To actually tap into this hidden market, you need a totally new framework. Step 1, find the HR managers and project heads currently working in Qatar in your specific industry. Step 2, connect with them directly on platforms like LinkedIn. And step 3, send a respectful, brief message highlighting your specific expertise. These premium roles are filled through direct reach outs, which means you have to build that bridge yourself. The reality is, in 2026, your network is your currency. And this really highlights why platforms like LinkedIn aren't just social networks anymore. They are the actual, literal currency required to bypass the public job queue. Professional, direct networking is exactly what unlocks those hidden opportunities. And finally, Section 5, the AI cover letter trap. We really need to address the single biggest mistake applicants are making right now. The biggest mistake that is totally sabotaging applicants right now is using generic, robotic, AI-generated cover letters. There's this massive irony going on here. While companies heavily use AI to screen you, they are simultaneously blacklisting candidates who use AI to write letters that look exactly like everyone else's. You simply cannot use the machine to bypass the machine. It doesn't work. Qatari employers can spot it instantly, and to them, it just shows a total lack of effort. Employers in 2026 prioritize genuine human effort and personalized applications over all that automated fluff. I mean, they read these things all day long. They know exactly what ChatGPT sounds like, and a robotic cover letter immediately signals to them that you aren't truly invested in the role. So, as we wrap up this explainer, I want you to really assess your own job hunting strategy. Will you continue using an expired blueprint, or will you actually build an ATS-proof strategy for Qatar's 2026 market? Ditching the generic resume, highlighting your specific skills, and putting real, genuine human effort into your network, that's how you win in Qatar's new era. But it leaves us with a pretty fascinating question. As AI continues to rapidly raise the barrier for entry, how long will it be before the specialist of 2026 becomes the generalist of tomorrow? Think about that. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and keep learning.